Clear and concise messages for the collective. These messages are going to be general. This may or may not resonate with everyone watching. Welcome to my channel, Vibe Nation Tarot. It's your girl, Asia, and I'm here to bring you guys some messages. This is whatever comes out. First card out is generally the most important energy. So let's see. What is the first energy out, collective? Benevolent ancestors, Holy Spirit, universal spirit guides. Clear and concise messages for the collective. We got an angel of strength. Caring connection. Archangel Gabriel is here at the bottom of the deck. So somebody's throat chakra needs attention. Somebody here, you could be speaking your truth, or you could be encouraged to speak your truth. Archangel Michael, this is the root chakra. Your root chakra is situated where your tailbone is. The mantra is, I have. This is about knowing that you have everything that you need. Peace, love. Thank you. Peace, everybody. Oh, damn. We got deceit coming out, child. Bye. Somebody here can't be trusted, collector. Bottom of the deck, we got happy family. Okay, so you could be telling me that there's like this period of feeling confident, feeling bold. I don't know. You got angelic support here. Your ancestors don't play about you. This is happening in Leo season. Somebody here is a Leo. Somebody here could be a Leo. You could have Leo in your chart. There's just something about you being fearless at this time. I don't know how to explain it, but let's see. Why is this angel of strength here? You're being encouraged to be bold and fearless. Why? Whoa. Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in the reverse. This could be an opportunity for you to love yourself. This could be an opportunity for you to make yourself the priority. Somebody here, you feel like things are not moving forward. You could be telling me that you feel stuck or stagnant. Your efforts, you could be frustrated by the lack of, I don't know, forward advancement in your efforts. Page of Swords is here. There's anxiety. What is this Queen of Cups in the reverse? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. The Seven of Cups in the reverse. It looks like you could be telling me that you feel overwhelmed or you're all over the place when it comes to your energy, like where you're investing emotionally. You could be telling me that you're no longer doing that. You're making a bold decision to, it's not that you're being selfish, but to like focus on yourself. What else for this Queen of Cups in the reverse? It's not that you're being selfish. You have to do this. Everybody should have a level of autonomy or times when you just focus on you. Two of Pentacles is here in the reverse. You have to do this because things just seem so out of balance. Like I said, you could be feeling overwhelmed. You could be feeling like you're all over the place. Why is the Eight of Wands here in the reverse? The Four of Swords, yeah, you definitely need to rest. Spirit wants you to surrender this, let go. With the Four of Swords, there's something about the mental energy of it all. Like the way you're thinking about it, or like I said, there could be confusion. Scattered energy. It's difficult to focus. The Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have everything that you need. I feel like you're very much self-sufficient. You can make something out of nothing, or you're just somebody that's very talented. You could always bounce back, multiply your own abundance. It's time for you to nurture yourself is what I'm getting. So Spirit wants you to be open to learning. Pay attention to the messages. I see the anxiety here, but you got this angelic support, this angel of strength here to help you. Why is caring connection coming out? What's this about? What is this caring connection, Spirit? The Wheel of Fortune. Something is shifting. Things have shifted. It's shifting in your favor, though, because, I mean, this is a positive shift. There's been some changes. What else? the Sun in reverse. Because whoever I'm picking up on, you could be telling me that you were not content, you were not happy or at peace where things were at the time or currently. You just didn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Leo energy, this could be happening in Leo season, this shift. There's more Leo energy, strength. I'm telling you, there's something about you, collective. You are making a bold decision. You're making some sort of bold decision to move forward, to face a fear, to stand up for yourself, to speak your truth, something. I feel like you're tired of this not being where you want to be. And you're doing something about it. That's what I'm seeing. It's all major arcana that just came out here when it comes to a relationship. You could be telling me that you're doing a relationship review and you're just saying that there's a need to shift something here, to change something up. Okay. First chakra is here, Archangel Michael. So not only do you have an angel of strength, you got another angel here. Somebody here, you could be telling me that you have a passed on loved one, like a grandparent or a mother or a father that watches over you, a sister, a brother. Somebody really watches over you and you could feel really close to their energy at this time. But Archangel Michael is sending this divine support when it comes to your root chakra. The root chakra, like I said, is situated where your tailbone is, and the mantra is, I have. This is about you believing and knowing that you have everything that you need. Or you can make that happen for yourself. What is this? This is about stability. Why is Archangel Michael here? The Knight of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. Death in the reverse. I feel like this is a process. I feel like Spirit wants you to take this step by step, one day at a time. There's something about divine timing, divine order. You're right where you're meant to be, or you're headed in the right direction. I just feel like the Knight of Pentacles, although it's a slow-moving energy, it gets to the end goal. It reaches success. It's the only energy that reaches success when it comes to the Knights. So I feel like Spirit wants you to stay focused on what it is that you want, which I feel like you want peace, happiness, contentment. You know, because right now I feel like somebody here is not happy. But I also see with the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, there's like this thing where you may be struggling with abandonment, rejection. There's this issue with lack mentality. And I feel like you are overcoming this step by step, day by day, slowly but surely. You are overcoming this lack mentality energy. And I see the fear. I see that there's fear here with death in the reverse, Scorpio energy. There's a fear of losing something or losing someone, because I do see the choice that has to be made. There's a choice in love. But it could be hard to let this go, especially if you've been with someone for a long time. Yeah, you're over it. I see the Lovers in the reverse and the Four of Cups. And literally her shirt says over it. So it's like, K Carter TV, you sound so over it. And yes, it shows, love. Yeah, you're leveling up. You're leveling up, love. You have, you've reached a certain height of potential within yourself, or you're seeing your power, you're stepping into your power. And I feel like you're recognizing where you were sabotaging yourself. You're recognizing where your own decisions, thoughts, and actions were funking you up. And I feel like you're no longer playing the victim. It's just something about this now. It's like you can't act like you don't see the issues. You could be telling me that you're speaking up for yourself now, because I thought we saw Archangel Gabriel with the throat chakra. But anyway, I just feel like you are recognizing that you are enough. Just period. And your love is enough. Your energy is enough. Your time, however you do things, is enough. I just feel like you're done being manipulated, or you're done allowing people to think that they manipulated you. Because for some reason, I feel like you're not easily manipulated. It's just that you care so deeply for people. And when you care about somebody, you kind of let things slide. That's what I'm getting. But it's never like you don't know, or you're not aware. Oh, you're always aware of what the hell is going on. Your spidey senses is always tingling. It's just that sometimes you may not always listen. You may not always do what's right. No judgment over here, fam, because I understand. Why is the Five of Pentacles here in the reverse? There's something about devaluing, feeling devalued, or feeling rejected or abandoned. This could be past stuff. This could be stuff that you've been carrying on you for a while now. Somebody here is triggering that shit. You're looking at it with a different set of eyes. You're making a decision to say, you know what, this time I'm not going to do the same thing I did when I felt this way. I'm going to do some different shit. And I'm going to see what that be like. That's what I'm saying. What's this Five of Pentacles in the reverse? Because I feel like somebody here is like, I am not to be abandoned. Like, I don't know. You don't chase, you attract. There's something about your confidence is strengthening, fam. I don't know how yeah, you're over it. It came out. It came out, collective. So yes, you are over it. Like, I'm so serious when I say that. You are tired of that narrative. What you mean? Abandon me? What you mean reject me? I am the prize. Like, I feel like you're realizing that you really are. Because you really are. You really are the prize. I feel like you, fam, I have to go back to the self-sabotaging energy. There's a lot that you are recognizing. There's a lot that you're becoming aware of when it comes to your own toxic beliefs. I don't know how else to put that, but it is so enlightening. I feel like it is making so much shit make sense to you now. And I feel like now that signals how you have taken back control of your energy, because you're saying, you know what? I see it. I see the patterns. I see the fuckery. Let me fix myself. Let me get it together. You know, that, I don't know. Yeah, look, the Hermit. Yep. You could be telling me that you in some form of isolation right now. You could be telling me that you want to be by yourself. You don't want to be bothered. You could be telling me that you feel like you need to retreat. Spiritually, consciously, something's telling you to just be alone for now. And the reason is because the divine is working with you, working on you, sending you downloads, trying to deal with these emotions, processing these feelings, or making sense of it all requires focus. And I feel like Spirit has you in a place of no distraction. I don't know no other way to put it, fam, but that's what I'm feeling. Especially with this Hermit. I definitely feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You are doing some deep reflection. You're reviewing some things. It's like, you're like, hold on. Where can I make changes? Yeah, to restore balance and peace and harmony in my life. Because something ain't right. You don't like the way you being treated. I'm just saying, fam. What's this Five of Pentacles in the reverse? Give me more. Like, yeah, this is your opportunity. You know what? I feel like this is a gift. I'm talking to somebody here. You've been praying, calling out to the Most High. You could literally be crying out to the Most High. You could have manifested change. You could have said, God, please change my circumstances. Please change my person. Whatever it was that your heart was sending energy to the universe to say, I need a healing. I need relief. I need love. And I feel like this is the gift of your heart's desire. I don't know how to put that. But your prayer is being answered. Now, whether or not you like how the answer is coming, That's something different. Spirit could be like, all right, I'm going to give you this peace. I'm going to give you this love when you let this person go and you start loving yourself. I don't know, fam. Why do I feel like this is somebody's opportunity? Because you're saying you're over it. So here comes this brand new opportunity to plant new seeds to start something brand new. I feel like you want something new. You are so done with past energies. Yeah. Oh my God. There go another new energy. Yeah. I feel like I'm talking to somebody here. And you're excited, optimistic, enthusiastic, ambitious for this newness. That's what I'm getting. You're hopeful. So what's up with this death in the reverse? Because I feel like this death in the reverse signals how there's fear. I feel like it's fear of the unknown. Not really knowing what's going to happen or where you're headed sucks. It sucks, but it's also fuel. I don't know about you, but I always got fuel off of not knowing what's going to happen and got excited for that, you know? Anything is possible. But I'm going to stay positive. What's this death and the rebirth? Reverse. I say rebirth. Death and rebirth in the reverse. Scorpio energy. Why is this in the reverse? Somebody here don't want to change. Don't want things to change. That would make somebody really feel uncomfortable. Or you could be telling me you're overcoming this spirit of not wanting things to change. You could be telling me that you used to limit yourself because you refuse to let things change. You like routine. It's comfortable to know what to expect. But I just feel like it's something about that after seeing a pattern, a cycle just keep repeating. I just feel like somebody is so over it. What's this death in the reverse? I just feel like you don't want to do this no more. Not like this. Not like that. Yeah, there's more fear of change. You know what this is like giving me? You ever, I don't know if you're anything like this, but you ever seen somebody going to the doctor and they about to get a shot? They start anticipating that damn needle coming. It's almost like that. Like somebody here is anticipating the inevitable and somebody here could be scared shitless. Aries, Scorpio energy is here. There's transformation happening here, fam. Like I said, with the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarian energy, there was a shift. There's a shift happening here, fam. Some of this is like, this is stuff that you can't stop from happening. I mean, change is inevitable. I got an Ace of Swords. Somebody here could be afraid to speak out, or somebody here is afraid to see the truth in something. What is that? Somebody here is afraid to know the truth. What is this Tower in the reverse? Is this person that you're walking away from? This person that you're walking away from could be trying to avoid the inevitable. Why is the Tower in the reverse? I'm seeing the Moon, Pisces energy in reverse. Something's being illuminated to someone. Something that was once hidden is being illuminated. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, because you're not going to be there no more. You're not going to invest in them like you used to no more. Somebody here is afraid of things changing because they know how hard you go in on this relationship, or how devoted you are, how much they benefit. It's like somebody here, they took you for granted when they was with you, or they didn't appreciate what you had to offer when you were there. But now that you're not, it's like now this person's like, oh crap, like the way you invested and poured into them, they're not getting that anymore. This like reality is hitting someone here. Yeah, there's truth, there's clarity. Somebody here could be afraid to approach you. They could be afraid to say something to you because they fear being rejected. Yeah, you've released yourself. You freed yourself already from this toxic attachment. like I said, if this is something that you were trying to avoid, I feel like inevitably it happens anyway. There's a release from something that was attached to you that was creating stagnant energy, keeping you held back, keeping you oppressed. It's toxic, whatever it is. Okay, so we also had deceit. Deceit here. What the heck is this? Now I don't know if this is deceit from the fam. There could have been individuals here who were deceiving you, but I feel like Spirit really wants to highlight how you could have been kind of deceiving yourself, fam. I hate to keep bringing that up, but I get that strongly in this message. Like, anyway, what's this deceit energy? Somebody here could be born on the 25th of a month, or the 25th is significant. Justice, come through, Spirit. Libra energy. Justice is being served for somebody here who thought they was going to get over on you. Somebody here that tried to steal something from you or tried to pull the wool over your eyes, baby. Karmically, or maybe even in the court system, justice is served, and it's in your favor. The truth is revealed, 10:01 on the clock. You could be seeing that number a lot. Truths are being revealed. And I feel like the ball is now in your court, whatever decisions you want to make. Somebody's secret was revealed. That's why I was seeing the moon in the reverse. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're not having it. You are not having it. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're not changing your mind. You're not going back because you don't trust this person. And I feel like you don't have nothing to say to them because you already know what type of time they're on. Somebody here was really trying to get back at you in some way. You could be telling me somebody here was doing a lot of gossiping or trying to defame your character. Yeah, somebody here was jealous, envious of you. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Why I just heard, I take your man. Somebody, this Queen of Swords in reverse could be somebody here that interfered in a relationship. What the hell is this? What's this Queen of Swords in the reverse? What's this? Three of Wands. Somebody here could have been doing something or setting some sort of intention and then sitting back watching to see if the shit worked. Somebody here was doing something. This could be spell work, or this could be manipulation, magic, or just creating chaos. They wanted to see if this shit would work. I got the Fool here, Major Arcana for Aquarius. You could be telling me that this person was waiting to see if somebody was going to leave you for them. What's this? Somebody was waiting to see if your person was going to leave you and go off with them. Somebody was waiting for that. Whoever this person is, they're really jealous of you, or this could be somebody, they want to win at all costs. Give me more on this Three of Wands, the Fool energy. Why do I feel like this is somebody that was waiting for someone to leave and come towards them, and leave you and come towards them? The Six of Cups in the reverse, yeah. It feels like this person wanted your person to leave the past and come towards them. Let go of the past and come towards them. So somebody had plans to do this. Either way it goes, I see justice being served. Justice is being served. So whatever this person tried to do, I feel like karmically they're receiving consequences for their actions. Because I feel like whatever they was doing, they got caught. This is exposure. of somebody being sneaky, somebody being deceptive. They tried to take something from you, collective. But I feel like it did. I also feel like, irregardless of what somebody tried to do, you're still moving on. You're still moving on. You're still moving forward. Why is happy family here? You could be telling me that somebody tried to take that from you. Whatever you had when it comes to family, somebody interceded or intervened in a happy home. What's this? Whoa, 2 cards came out. Page of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. Page of Pentacles could be you starting over. A brand new beginning after you walk away from this. You're walking away. You're not staying where you're not wanted. Judgment. You could be walking away from doubt too. Scorpio, Sagittarian energy. But I feel like you're walking away. You're not willing to reconcile this. Yeah, you're setting yourself free. The Star. Aquarius energy. I promise you I don't got no cameras watching. I don't. Yeah, somebody here, you're getting a brand new opportunity to start fresh. You're walking away from a certain kind of mindset too. Why is Judgment here in the reverse? I feel like there was a lot of doubt. Something about this situation caused you to like look at yourself. Yeah. Or you started criticizing yourself and that's what kept you stuck. I feel like you're walking away from that. Yeah, this person ain't never gonna change. Whatever's going on, I just feel like you and this person not on the same page. Now, if you stay with them, I feel like they'll continue to distract you. I do. But yeah, because I just feel like somebody here, you just felt trapped, stuck, unable to figure out how to move forward. It's because you weren't where you were supposed to be, or you were on the wrong path or something like that, fam. So anyway, I see somebody here starting a brand new journey. I see you doing this solo. There's something about you following the light or following your own inner light, enlightenment, or you're following your true north. This could be you in alignment with your north node. I also see justice again, cornucopia. And wherever you're headed, I see abundance. So, what's this journey? I just feel like you're having to move on. You're not alone, but you are doing this solo. Like, I feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You're okay with that. There's something about you're okay with that because I feel like at least you could focus. Yeah, your perspective is changing. The Hanged One, Pisces energy. You've been held back long enough. You've had enough time to think about this. You've had enough time to see this for what it is. It's betrayal. It's betrayal. Somebody here, and they're sabotaging your dreams, and they're sabotaging your ability to have happiness. And I feel like Spirit is like, it's time to change your focus. Whoever you were dealing with, you could tell me that this person didn't know what the hell they wanted. They still trying to figure themselves out. They still trying to figure out if they want you or somebody else. I don't know. Their energy is just not stable. But anyway, you're seeing this from a different perspective. You're seeing things differently. Yep. This is betrayal, fam. Not only is this betrayal, but like I said, it's self-sabotaging and it keeps you from moving forward. Somebody here, they only enforce that energy. So, I feel like you're moving forward. Okay? Let's see. You're welcome, Dahlia. Thank you guys for being here. All right, let's get some more oracle messages on this. So I'm seeing somebody here. Spirit is encouraging you to be bold, be courageous, be fearless, and move forward on some sort of journey here. Even if you don't know where you're headed, it feels right. It feels like this is right. Because I know it doesn't feel right. What don't feel right is to stay somewhere and continue to act like you like it, or continue like it's okay, because it's not. What else for the collective? Between worlds. You could be telling me, yeah, you're coming out of one cycle and you're entering another one. The past just looks so cloudy and so like misguided, not misguided, but like unclear of where you're headed, unclear of where you stand. There could be congestion, like congested energy as far as communicating with your person. Like there's nothing here. There's no life. And you could be telling me you're entering a period where there's fun. That you want to have fun. You want to be able to enjoy life. Flamingos represent or symbolize fun. Vibrant energy. Bottom of the deck, I feel like too, you really want to, I don't want to put this, you really want to be only involved in energies that reciprocate. You know, when you're pouring out energetically, you want to feel like you're being replenished, or you're being fed too. Something about equal reciprocity that's important. It says equal exchange, or exchanging gifts. Exchanging gifts is basically the same thing, fam. Somebody here could be born on the 27th. Yeah. It says the law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs and determining value. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them. Yet in order to honor them, you must put in the time, exchange your experience and skills, and commit your heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful if you align with the law of giving and receiving. You must engage in a dance of give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you could deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not the time of just do. Use your currency wisely and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. Be careful what you pray for, because you might get it and then realize you don't want to face the hefty price tag that comes with it. You may find yourself in a situation you've always desired, but know you will have to walk away from or even fail at it because you can't or won't pay the dues it asks of you. Wow. You can't or won't pay. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I'm reading that shit over again. Okay, it says, if you want to be famous, or if you want to be a famous musician, you have to practice your craft every day. If you want to be a millionaire, you have to be responsible for managing money and paying the taxes. Even a windfall bears a cost. It's okay though, because spirit will help you achieve balance over time. Another message here reminds you that being only the giver and not the receiver plays out in many relationships in your life where you find yourself in victim mode, in a codependent dynamic, or holding on to a false sense of control. Others may push you to continue to prove yourself. The time has come to distance yourself from this kind of imbalance. Being aware the need of the need for both giving and taking, or give and take, is the first step to your true destiny. It's all good, getting better. Not only can you handle this, but you can flourish as a result of it. Yeah, there's definitely this reciprocity energy is written all over this reading. Yeah. That's the new energy that you're moving towards. You're moving towards an era of your life where you're not going to be played with. You're not about to be nobody's victim. You're not going to be played with. And you're also learning a lot about yourself and certain habits and things that you believe about yourself that got to go. That's what I'm seeing, fam. Clear and concise message. I feel like whatever this state of mind that you're moving towards, it's going to be healthier. I feel like you'll be able to experience more joy in your life because you're no longer hypnotized, or you're no longer confused. I don't know how to put that. Clear and concise message. With clarity and perspective comes peace. Peace and happiness. I don't know, something like that. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. Look. Oh, my God. You better stop playing. What I just say? Clarity and peace. What? It's coming. It's brewing. All three of those cards came out. Okay, peace. Protect your peace from negativity. If you can't find peace within yourself, you will not find it anywhere else. Clarity. If you think it through, act wisely, you will come out on top. Use your mental power to navigate this path. And then I had, it's brewing. Something special is brewing. It will flow naturally and beautifully. This transition will be smooth and painless. I feel like that's what you're going through, a transition. Yeah, collective, you definitely are releasing yourself from something, a lot of toxicity. This is good. Whoever you are, you could be telling me that you're no longer holding back. I see bottled up. I feel like you're releasing, letting go, expressing yourself. Look, there's reciprocity. Oh my God. It's this reading. Okay, so I got distant future here. It says, accept that things can happen in a different order than the one you had in mind. Patience is key. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you prayed for this. And didn't that message that I was just reading said something about be careful what you pray for because you might get it? I feel like I'm not laughing at you, collector. I'm just laughing at the confirmation. Spirit is saying that your answers are your prayers are being answered, but you might not be happy with the outcome or how this is all playing out. You know, because it's like you have no control of how God is going to bring these blessings now. You asked for this, though. You asked for something to change in your life, or you asked for clarity or some peace. Anyway, so there's this risk and reward energy. I've been picking this up now for about 2 months. It just feels like, collective, you're being spiritually urged to take a risk. Do something that you would not normally do. Even if you're scared, like you're trembling in fear, you have no idea what the fuck is going to happen. Like, I just feel like you've been encouraged to take some risk, step out your comfort zone. And I feel like there's a reward. There's a reward for that. In order for the universe to work with you, be willing to take a risk and go down the rabbit hole to discover a new world. And then look, that's you releasing yourself from toxicity. The devil. Release yourself from the devil's grip. You are more powerful than your inner shadow. I'm telling you, somebody here, you've been doing shadow work. You have been doing a lot to reflect and become aware and make good choices to move forward. That's what I'm saying. You're doing work, fam. I feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You're tired of dimming your light. You're tired of bottling up your feelings. And I feel like you demand reciprocity. So I still see that step by step, one brick at a time, something that you're building, something that you're slowly moving toward, progressing to. I still see that, and I still see justice. This is a whole nother deck, fam. And I said something about being hypnotized. So that's confirmation. It's confirmation that somebody here, you're on a journey of enlightenment and awakening, and it feels like you are ascending. It feels like you're leveling up a lot. And I feel like those things that are no longer a part of your destiny gotta go. As hard as it may seem, I feel like you're finding the courage and the strength to face your fears and do it anyways. Move forward anyway. That's what it's looking like here. Clear and concise message. I need to be patient and go with the flow and get plenty of rest. Ashe and amen. Yes, please be graceful with yourself. Please give yourself grace. Please Allow yourself to transition. You've never done this before. Not this. Give yourself grace, fam. It's a lot happening. Somebody, your perspective is everything. Boundaries. It is essential to have boundaries. That's not an option. I'm seeing community. Collective, I feel like the people that you care about that are close to you, you really value them. But I also feel like Spirit is saying you must value yourself more. Okay, these boundaries are essential, fam, because you're not for everybody and you're not here to please everybody. That's what I'm saying. You have to protect your energy, because I feel like you're the type person, people love your energy. And you could be taken for granted, or I don't feel like everybody does that to you, but they're going to take it if you're not going to have boundaries, fam. If you're not going to say no, hey. And I just feel like it's time for you to express yourself. It's time for you to not be afraid to speak your truth. If you're not comfortable, if you want to say no, then you have every right to do that. Clear and concise message. You needed to hear that? Good. Yeah, look at this. You making some big changes, fam. Big changes. This should be a time of celebration. You're receiving your flowers. Spirit is proud of you. Let's see. Clear and concise message for the collective. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me this evening. Don't forget to hit that like button if this message is resonating. What else does the collective need to know? Clear and concise message. Time to move on, collective. Time to move on. Bottom of the deck, it says, the day you plant the seed. I thought I said something about a seed earlier in this reading. Didn't I say something about a seed with the Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, there it is. There's that seed. You had an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Wands, didn't you? Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity. Ace of Wands is being excited, optimistic about it. But anyway, what's this time to move on? Somebody here, the number 36 could be significant. Why is this here? Time to move on. Have you ever held on to something for longer than you probably should have, in the hopes of it still being able to enhance your life? Like clothing, you never got around to wearing, or unfinished DIY project that's still standing in the corner of your bedroom. Or some unopened ingredients in your pantry that ended up expiring. Or it could be something that is financially draining you and going unnoticed, like a subscription you no longer use, or a vehicle that is costing you more than it's really worth. Learn from these minor mishaps so you can more effectively decide when it's finally time to move on and let something go. Y'all know I was channeling that song from the movie The Gambler with Kenny Rogers. I've been channeling. I just heard the song again. Something about know when to fold on. I don't know why Spirit gave me that download, but it did. Okay. Yeah, because anyway, you gotta listen to that song or like read the lyrics to that song. It's called The Gambler by Kenny Rogers. Where the hell was I at? Nothing lasts forever, especially not edibles. What? Which is why you should detach from items and projects early enough so you don't end up wasting your time for accidentally making yourself sick. Pass things on to others who would find a better use for what you no longer need. I like that. Hold on, collective. Let me repeat that. Did y'all hear that? Why I'm hearing another song? Now I'm hearing Snoop Dogg. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Oh my God. Okay. What did that say? Where'd it go? Hold on. Nothing lasts forever, which is why you should detach from items and projects early enough so you don't end up wasting your time, pass things on to others who would find a better use for what you no longer need. Don't beat yourself up about having wasted your time, money, or waiting around for things to change. Don't beat yourself up because of that. There's no point in that, and we all made mistakes. Your intention came from a place rooted in wanting to take action, which is what counts. So yeah, don't beat yourself up. But I thought that was interesting. Pass things or people on to others who would find a better use for what you no longer need. I love that. It said no edibles. No. No, it's not. That's not what it's saying. It says nothing lasts forever, especially not edibles. I don't even know why that's in here, but whatever. Oh my goodness. Collective. It's this message. I feel like Spirit wants me to read the healing message too. So the healing message says, time to move on. Without trying to minimize the importance of your relationships, sometimes the moment has come when you need to move on from certain people to grow, especially if someone is making you feel unwanted and sees nothing wrong in their toxic behavior. That is a clear cue for you to make an exit. You most likely already intuitively know when the time to move on has come. You've been thinking about it, but are fearful that once it's gone, you might regret your decision afterward. These are the moments in which you must remind yourself that life is full of abundance. When one thing comes to an end, the opportunity for something else to blossom into magic arises. Fear of regretting moving on from something you know doesn't fully resonate or serve you is unnecessary at this point in time. When you leave a toxic connection, a healthy one will swoop in and take its place. When you allow items you no longer need to find new homes, you will be left with only what serves you and enriches your life. Moving on creates room for old gems you already possessed to shine and new fortunes to find their way into your life. Yeah, that song by The Gambler, that thing applies. The Spirit gave me that download. I was like, oh, I knew exactly what time it is. Cause you do. You gotta know when to fold them, fam. You gotta know when to move on. And I think he said you better count your blessings. Count your blessings. Because I feel like this is an opportunity that's being given to you because you asked for it. You asked for it. Spirit said, all right, I'm going to change some things for you. You ain't going to like it. You're going to be uncomfortable. But I'm going to give you exactly what you need. Maybe not what you want, but what you need. What's this day you plant the seed? Always remember that, fam. Especially if you're intuitively, you feel like something got to go. That's the best thing for you. You could be learning how to listen to yourself more, how to trust yourself more. Because your intuition ain't never lied. People lie. But your intuition ain't never lied. All right, so we got the number 26 could be significant. It says the day you plant the seed. Have you heard of the saying, the day you plant the seed is not the same day you eat the fruit? If you haven't, now is the time to wisen up and replace any quick fix you've been thinking about with the concept of delayed gratification. Of course, being able to reap instant rewards feels nice, whether by rewarding yourself with something material you've been eyeing up or getting quick money from what seems to be a great job opportunity. But ultimately, most long-term goals are reached through planting your seeds and taking care of them. Remember, we saw that with the Seven of Pentacles. Hold on, fam. But the Seven of Pentacles has showed up in the reverse. Because I feel like you're no longer investing in this person, not like you used to. But it literally shows how you were willing to pour into someone else, invest in somebody else's dreams, Make sure that they were good. Meanwhile, they never had intentions or plans in investing back in you. That's what we see here with this energy, the Seven of Pentacles. This came out in the reverse. So I feel like Spirit is saying, why are you investing and pouring into somebody who's, or something that's not pouring back into you? Stop. That's what I feel like you started to realize. Anything worthwhile takes time. So, I don't know, collective. You could be telling me that this is just scary. This transition is really scary. It's fear of the unknown. There's a lot of fears that you've had to face. And then you still find yourself kind of like questioning things. You could be questioning whether or not you're making the right decision. Let me be that confirmation for you. You are. Because I just see justice being served. Justice being in your favor. Everything panning out to be all good, fam. It may take a while for you to see the results of this. Be patient. Keep going. Whatever you do, don't stop. Don't give up on what you've already started here. Spirit said it's time to move on. Yeah, look, karmic vibration. Conquer your karmic relationships and allow them to teach you so you don't repeat the same mistakes again. Auric field. Your vibe is a gift. It's time to clear your auric field and protect it. Purify and restore your energy. Yeah, like I said, you could be telling me you're retreating. You're isolating yourself. You really just don't want to be bothered right now. You're doing a lot of reflecting, a lot of healing. I just saw new beginnings. I just saw nothing is lost. You're preparing yourself for this new chapter of your life. You're being intentional. I feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You're being intentional about everything you do. You really do want to do things differently. Okay, concise message. Uproot bad habits. Uproot bad habits. It says you have let bad habits take a hold of your life. It's time to uproot them and start fresh if you want to see a positive change in your life. Exactly. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing, fam. It's like the 5th deck I've used, and these cards are just confirming everything. Look. It says stand your ground. Hold your own power and never give it away. Not everyone is there to support you. Clear and concise message. Honor your ancestors. You are your ancestors' wildest dreams. So as you continue to grow, you're able to do things that your ancestors could only dream of doing. You have the freedom to expand and grow beyond the dreams of your ancestors. I don't know, it's something about you honoring them through your journey. You could be telling me you're a generational pattern breaker. It says learn how to connect to your ancestors so you may receive their guidance in your life. Yeah, you could be telling me you have an altar for your ancestors. You pay homage to your ancestors. You speak to them daily, your benevolent ancestors, your passed on loved one. You have a strong connection with your ancestors. Don't play about you. I said that earlier in the reading. Yeah, go back to the strength card because I said it looks like you're protected. And it does. It does. It looks like your ancestors do not play about you, honey. He said, no, they don't. That's right. Pain is fuel. I also feel like I'm talking to somebody here. You're discovering alchemy. You're discovering how to transmute pain into power. So it says all that pain, all that suffering, all that confusion, use it as fuel and transform your troubles into gold. So I feel like that's what you're doing by changing your focus, by making different decisions. You're not repeating cycles of the past. You're transmuting it. You're transmuting the pain into something beneficial. Yeah, all is flowing. It says you are exactly where you're supposed to be. If you don't feel good in your current circumstances, it's only to show you contrast, which will allow you to move towards what does feel good. Guided lessons. Yeah, you're being guided. You're being guided. Your higher self is guiding you to make mistakes so that you can learn important lessons. Yeah, reconsider and improvise. When you come to a roadblock, take a detour and see it as an opportunity to experience new things in life. Fam, I can't make this up. This retrograde season could be about you doing a lot of reconsidering, reevaluating, restructuring things. And I feel like you don't care about other people's opinions. How you're moving forward. Baby, you doing this for you. You doing this for you. So they'll be all right if they don't like it. You've given enough, okay? I feel like now this is a season to give back to yourself. It's a season to be a little stingy. But you're not being stingy, but I hope that made sense. Anyway, what else does the collective need to know? Let's get one more oracle message. Thank you guys so much for being here. Wow, you're called. You're being called. It says soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. I told you you were leveling up. Bottom of the deck, and you're not alone. You're not alone. So although you may love your company, you may be comfortable in your own skin. It's peaceful there. It's peaceful when you're by yourself. Spirit is saying, don't stay that way. Don't stay that way. Make sure that you staying open to meeting new people or clear and concise message. Let's see. You're called. You got a calling. What does the collective need to know? You got the love. You got the love. It says Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Wow, we had the boundary energy come out in this reading. What is this? You got the love. I think we had this card before. I don't know if I had this card come out here or on TikTok. But anyway, you got the love. Let's see, collective. It says the Hadarians are believed to be the beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love who see love in all people and situations. As a result, they find it hard to have boundaried, interdependent, healthy relationships because they only see the unconditional nature of those who they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They're here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn to love self first and then establish healthy relationships with others, to remember that the love they seek is already within them, that they truly do have the love all on their own. I'm hearing Monica, love all over me. I'm hearing her sing that. The message of this card is to review. Remember I said that. During this retrograde season, this could be about review. It says, review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of yourself. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship where you give more than you receive. Or perhaps there's a certain volatility to it and you're always unsure where you stand. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made consciously and unconsciously. To acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you. To assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used the relationship to soothe and cover up. Spirit said, do you lose yourself in relationships? If so, how? And how can you develop a deeper love for yourself? That's what I have for you, collective. This being your message. It's time for you to move on. Now, whether you're going to do that or not, that's really totally up to you. I'm just the messenger. You're going to do what you want to do. But just know that energetically, Spirit is saying you can have better. You can have better. It's time to make room for more. It's time to make room for new. You got to be fearless. You got to believe in yourself. You got to be confident. But I feel like this is going to be an easy transition if you are willing to take a risk. If you are willing to take a risk, I see the reward in it. And I see you getting exactly what you want. You want reciprocity, you're going to get it. You want peace, you're going to get it. But it comes with you taking a risk. Okay? So that is what I have for you, collective. I hope this message brought you clarity and confirmation. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your positive comments. I appreciate each and every one of you. I do offer personal readings. If anybody's interested in a personal reading, you can go to my website, vibenationtarot.com, to book a personal reading. But with that being said, collective, I want you guys to be safe. Enjoy your weekend. I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Peace.